Hello, YouTube evening news. Oh, if y'all could wonder how my head thinks. You know that show that the Masked Singer? No, not the Masked Singer. What is it when they're turned around, and they sit there and they listen to it, and they listen to it, and they listen to it, and they finally push their buzzer? That's how I am about going live. I don't know how anybody schedules a live. Something would happen, I couldn't be there. Hi, everybody coming in. So I was sitting over there listening to Peachy and Ghost. It's only an hour long, so this will be quick. But I'm over there listening, and I'm going, oh my God. And I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, I'm going to address that. Oh, I'm going to touch on that. I'm like, oh my God. And then I got to the point where I pushed the buzzer. Okay, I'm going live. This is ridiculous, but it's always good for entertainment. So I don't have much time, so we're just going to get into it. I put everybody up on the screen to say hi. Okay, here we go. We're just going to get into this because I want to get into this. Oh, well, looky there. Who triggered who? Yeah, I didn't care enough to save it. But let me tell you my rendition of this. So go over there, and Ghost is just mad as hell. Just mad as hell. And he says, Connie, I was going to cover Ernie's bullshit, but I thought, why would I cover Ernie's bullshit? Just to put it out there again. We don't need that pain and that harm. But why didn't you cover that bullshit? Sorry if that's too loud. I'll turn it down. And I was thinking, okay. You just said, dude, that you didn't want to cover it. But then you told me I should have covered it. Okay. Hey, Kathy. Then the next issue he had was, ooh, I trolled you. Hey, Grinch, love you too. There you go. So he goes into, oh my gosh, I sure had her triggered. I said, what's in this hand? And look in the other hand. And while she was looking in the other hand, I did the old switcheroo. I'm not lying. That's exactly what he said. While she was looking at this hand, it's some Ernie Shell shit if I ever heard it. While she was looking in this hand, I was switching it over here in this hand. And Peachy was mad as hell too. This tells you how triggered they are when they private, they unavailable the video. Yes, we're laughing at you. Amen. It was so super extra ridiculous. I did exactly what I wanted her to do, and I had her triggered all day. Dude, it was 2 comments. You said, watch what I can do. And I said, okay, Stuart. And you came back with you was going to go real life. And I said, aw, can't handle shit talking, so you're going to go real life. It had nothing to do with Ernie, you goofball. Let me see what else he had on there. I really didn't even get to finish it because, like I said, I got to a point and I was like, nah, I got to cover that. But nothing says, what is that they say? You put a leash on someone around. Isn't that what Ernie calls it? Who calls it that? When you put a leash around someone's neck. Yes. Honeybee. Let me know if this volume is too loud or too low. How's everybody been today? Dog walking in. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah. And he said, I'm saying, you're so triggered. You were so triggered. But the funniest thing he was doing, well, it wasn't even funny because it's disgusting. But he's over there not wanting to talk about Ernie and Rap's brother as he's talking about Ernie and Rap's brother. Then he's talking about how disgusting and vile Ernie is, which he absolutely is. But let's take a look at who said it first. Oops. Let me get my link. Did my StreamYard. Gotta edit it. Okay, first, yesterday, well, I guess it was the 23rd, maybe, or the 24th. Traitors admitted that she indeed did do the same shit Ernie did only months before. But of course, she put comedy on it, made it funny, you know. But here we go. Let's watch. Dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air. Here's the link to this video. Good morning. Take 2 of the morning YouTube news without the snoring dog on my lap. This is Traitors, video date October 23, 2023. Video title, MamaT and Bird bashing Sapphire and using deceased relatives for content. Timestamp about 2/16/39. You are going to hear Traitors come as close as she's probably ever come to admitting that it was her and the Mean Girls that first quizzed Rab about his brother's tragedy and how she did the same thing Ernie Shell did. Good Lord, Yeti, what a freak she is.
I need everyone to be aware. I've never hit this, never will. When Rap was in a very bad situation, would have been 6 months ago, give or take, because I was fueled by revenge, there was a lot of crazy shit going on between us. He accused me of...
Pretty soon you'll see Pearl DeVere say, "Thank you, Traitors, for admitting it and taking responsibility." Pearl, listen up right now. Listen to how many excuses she makes. She ain't owning it. She's making excuses for it.
Intentionally having him swatted on the death anniversary of his youngest brother. Now, I had no clue about a youngest brother that had passed away. Didn't know anything about it. So just immediately thought he was lying to make me look bad. Also, I didn't swat anybody. Never have, period.
That would have been Nickalina and Roger Brown. I'll put the video to them admitting that in the video description below.
Come to find out, he absolutely did have a brother that passed away. Okay? So this is the entire story. He absolutely did have a brother that passed away. The day the cops showed up at his house, which again, I didn't do.
Nickalina did.
Was absolutely the death anniversary of his youngest brother. Okay? Which then, good morning, Rosie, which then triggered him to start talking about it online. Okay? Now, he told one story one way. He told another story another way.
Which is the problem Ernie had with it.
Again, I shouldn't have touched it.
Right.
Because I was too mad and too inconsiderate and too insensitive, again, because we were fighting each other, to realize that he was having a fucking mental breakdown.
And that brings me to this point of why you all should never say anything. Because you have said, oops, sorry, I didn't know you were going through that. Oops, sorry, I didn't know you was going through that. Oops, sorry, I didn't know it mean that much to you. As much as you've been wrong, and as much as you've had to say sorry for causing people trauma, maybe you also just stop.
Which is why he told the story two unique ways. I took each story, segments of each, and compared them both.
Which is way more than Ernie did. Ernie just accused him. Now, I'm no Ernie Shell fan, and what Ernie Shell did was fucked up. But what these girls did was equally fucked up.
Also, when I first started really fucking with Ernie, you're welcome, mate. How did it go? It was the day he doxed me, I want to say. I can't remember if it was the day before or the day after. I can't remember.
See how easily she normalizes it? It was either the day before he doxed me or the day after. Well, it matters because it was the day before. Well, then you have an air quote excuse. I mean, the day after. If it's the day before, you don't have an air quote excuse. But you're going to make it seem like you have an excuse, and nobody's going to question you about it. Nobody's going to say a thing. Everybody's going to still say, Traitors is such a good person. Hey, Sue.
Anyways, I got him on his panel, and he was trying to dox Rap for the longest time. It was hilarious. So
it wasn't too hilarious. I bet she asked Rap, you know, the day he was having the baby brother's anniversary, and y'all swat him or called it a domestic violence charge, fake domestic violence charge. I bet he wasn't having fun that day.
Ernie was trolling, saying he was having an ex of Rap come to a tell-all, right? So I went up backstage. Yes, he did. He absolutely did.
Hey, Sammy Joe.
The young baby got
Pearl the Veer. As I live and breathe, you're sitting right here, and she says, I didn't realize Rap had lost a brother. Ernie is a POS for using that death against him. Pearl, Traitors is sitting here to tell you she did it first. Right now, she's admitting that she did it first. What you got to say about that?
Baby died of this. So, and Rap found him. So, it just happened to be coincidence that the cops showed up at his house on that day. Nobody meant for that to happen. The person that did call the police didn't mean that.
That'd be Nickalina.
Nobody had a clue. So it triggered him to publicly talk about it on YouTube. Again, he was having a mental break. So it's been rough for him for a while.
It has. And when he talked about it, they used it against him.
So, oh yeah, absolutely, bro.
Pearl says, Traitors, I respect your honesty and the way you say it and own it without excuses. Bless your heart, Pearl. Bless your heart.
We need to be honest. We need to be honest about things.
Come on with it then.
I know now I shouldn't have touched it.
You're right.
Again, why I'm having trouble.
You should never bring up deceased relatives to weaponize against somebody. Ever.
Coming to terms with combating Jenna's lies when I bring up her daughter. You know, when she brings up her daughter, I struggle with certain things and covering certain things because I, in the past, have had a lack of sensitivity.
Then maybe you shouldn't cover them. What do you mean cover them? Who are you, Barbara Walters?
I'm much better now with being able to cover things, compare things, but being sensitive about it. But then there's just some things I shouldn't have touched.
You're right. And it's all because you're a troll. You're not investigating anything. You're not covering anything. You're trolling.
And that is one. There's another situation where when I completely Rap is a friend of ours, Meg.
Yeah, Rap's a friend of theirs, y'all. Remember that. They accused him of unaliving his baby brother. Well, he was going through a hell of a time. But Rap, he's a friend of ours.
Awareness used to be his name.
Hey, Delvin.
Yes. We did work through it. Me and Rap. We didn't have a big apology session. I knew he changed. He knew. You know. We fight each other like we're brother and sister.
Please don't ever send me any brothers and sisters, you know?
And, you know, shit happens. But,
you know, shit happens. And all y'all over here are just going to say, yeah, Traitors, sorry, shit happens.
That's something I shouldn't have touched.
You're right.
And again, I thought he was lying on me, which is why I covered it. I thought he was making it up.
Yeah, but you didn't know, did you?
Get me back. Because at that time, all this crazy shit was going on.
And you were wrong again.
I didn't realize he was having a fucking legitimate, I don't know that he was necessarily having like a mental breakdown, but pretty fucking close. I mean, because he turned around and fucking drinking antifreeze on a live.
Right. So you should never mess with anybody because you don't know what spot they're at in their life. Please like, share, and subscribe, and stop putting this woman on a comedy pedestal. Yeah, Tammy, he did, and he laughed and gloated about it. You know, said it was all lies. Said it was made up. Nickalina's pulling an old BHB. She's going to have the sheriff investigated. She's going to have a state investigate that sheriff because there's corruption, just like BHB. Okay, so yeah, honey bunny, she admitted it. They said it out of revenge. Is this where I should go? They talked about his baby brother. Yes, she weaponized it horribly, accused him of the same thing Ernie did. The same thing. So now we have Traitors admitting that she was one of them to go first. Now, here we go. Here's Nickalina. Oh, I forgot to set the stage for this one. Here's Nickalina. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Afternoon YouTube news. We are watching Traitors. Video title, MamaT 1024. Video date, October 24th, 2023. Let's listen as Nickalina admits to going after rap about his little brother. But listen to how sweet and kind she makes it. And I'm sure she's so sorry. She didn't know what he was going through at the time. Had she known what he was going through, she never would have done that. And she was so very wrong.
I did go at rap about his little brother. It was during a very highly volatile situation. We were all attacking each other, and I pulled out the same arsenal many, many months ago. I have apologized to rap about that.
The same arsenal that Ernie Shell pulled out.
That because I was so out of line. But
So out of line yet again.
I never threatened to pull autopsy records.
So that makes it so much better.
Autopsy photos.
Telling that he unalived his little brother was not as bad because you didn't ask for all this autopsy thing. No, honey, Redstone did.
Tried to get the body exhumed, threatened to call Rap's mother, his father, or grandparent.
So you're so much better than Ernie Shell. Not.
When Traitors and I did that, we were completely out of line, but we did not take it to
Amen.
the level of Ernie.
Oh, so that makes it so much better.
Threatening to call Rap's mother again to torment her about the loss of Lane.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. And I'm sure anybody that's over there, supporting him and talking to him, you guys, that was during a volatile time. Guys, that was during a volatile time. It's not their fault that they threw it up in Rap's face. And it just happened to be on the day. They called in the fake domestic violence call. Yeah, it just happened to be the same day. Rap is their friend, though. She did call Rap's mom, didn't she? Yeah. Hi, Renee. Isn't this crazy? But yeah, that's about all I had. I might have one more where Redstone, Redstone insists that I stand corrected. Whatever that music is. This just into YouTube Nightly News. Redstone Revenge confirms, Connie, I'm not an associate. I'm number 4 in the chain of command for the Mean Girls. Noted. I'm in charge of military strategy. Please post corrected information and not just speculation rumors. Thanks. Stage Dame says, I love you. Redstone loves Stage Dame. And I said, weird flex, but okay, I'm on it. So there, you heard it first. Nickalina moderator and number 4 Mean Girl requesting infant autopsy reports to share publicly. There you go, Redstone. Fixed it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Whatever that music is. This just. Then we have one more to make sure we got it all in line. Here, Nickalina is saying she supports Redstone 1900%. Afternoon, time for YouTube afternoon news. This is Traitors. The video is titled MamaT 1024. The video date is October 24th, 2023. The timestamp is just a few minutes in. Not very far at all. This is Traitors playing Nickalina's premiere. What we're capturing here is Nickalina saying she 1900% supports Redstone.
Redstone of murdering. First and foremost, I would like to say that I 1900% support Redstone and what her intentions are going forward regarding Ernie and MamaT.
There you have it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Now, let's make clear what those intentions are. Welcome to YouTube Nightly News, and it just gets more gross by the minute. This is video source MamaT 43 Nanya, Eagle Tiger TBT. Video titled, Well, what a bunch of hypocrites. Video date, October 23, 2023. The link to the video will be down in the video description. And here she's covering a post by Redstone on Redstone's community tab.
Yeah, Missouri Mama. Yeah. Okay, it says, at Lightning Tiger 2023 at MamaT 4392. How are you going to feel when I release MamaT's granddaughter's autopsy report and photos? I requested the records today and I will share publicly when I receive them. My detective is looking into the case. We'll go ahead.
I swear, this just gets worse and worse. But if you're clutching your pearls on one side, you better clutch your pearls on the other side too. Thanks. Like, share, and subscribe. Tonight, to just sum that all up, Redstone said she's going to go real life. She wants the autopsy report for MamaT's infant, grandbaby, and the uncle. Nickalina supports it 1900%. Goes to peachier little bitches. Nickalina and Traitors admitted to doing it first before Ernie did. Again, don't ever think for anything that I am an Ernie Shell supporter, because that's wrong. No, what he did was disgusting. Nobody should ever use anybody's relative. But isn't it funny that the harping that they've been doing about me for, I don't know how long, months, they just admitted that they went even worse. But they've changed. They've changed, guys. They're not going to do that anymore. They're just going to be funny clowns. Ridiculous. Okay, sorry it's so short, but you can blame Ghost for that because he's a little bitch and unavailable as video. But you get the point. They were triggered AF. Talk to you later.